We're walking away from the EFL, you're shite. We're walking away.
Oh, God, he's singing
Oh, to
already.
find
Jesus
a
Christ.
better day. Come on. Buzzing. Buzzing. Leeds 2, Preston 1. Hey up, Priest, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm a bit ill, but I'll power through.
Yeah, mate. We will power through, mate. Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing, buddy. What a weekend. What a chuffing time to be alive. So happy. Let's get into comments anyway. Danny's in. Hey up, Danny. Smash like and subscribe. Happy, Matty, now he says. Very happy, Matty, mate. I am fucking joyous. Tezza, as always, thanks for being here, mate. Matty Foster, do you know the Muffin Man? Priestley, do you know the Muffin Man?
Who lives on Drury Lane?
Yeah, he lives on Bramall Lane, actually, mate. Here's some links for all my friends' channels. If you don't mind giving it a check out, Wilco White, Sean, Passion Fort, Leeds, Callum, Danny Rums's channel. I've got my TikTok on there if you want to go see me be an absolute tool more than I am on here. Is that there as well? Peacocks of White's in. Hey up, Jam, hope you're right, mate. His channel's in the link too. Danny says Priestley.
Yeah, Danny.
Howdy horses Michael got. Right then, mate, let's get into it. I was gutted I weren't there. I had a weekend away in Cardiff with the wife. Priestley voice let me saying as if you've decided to go away in a promotion plus weekend. But yeah, I had a great weekend. Bit of Gabrielle and Lighthouse Family on Friday night to get me in the mood. It was a really good weekend.
No, you FaceTimed, remember?
I did, mate. I did. Talk me through your day then Saturday, mate. Without your best buddy with you, what would it like? Don't say better.
Well, as luck would have it, I ended up taking me nephew.
Ah, right. Okay.
So yeah, I've taken two of my nephews this season. One of them saw Cardiff 7-0, and the other ones saw that one on Saturday. So they're just absolutely living their best life at the minute.
Who did you take? Was it Geordie or Grayson?
Grayson.
Great name, by the way.
Yeah.
Great name.
Yeah.
But mate, when that lineup come out, not many shocks there for me. Aronson in for James. Nonto moved out to his position on the right. Happy with lineup?
Yeah, I mean, it was exactly as I expected. I was hoping just for shits and gigs he put Nonto in 10 and Schmidt on right, but not to be.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people called for Bamford to start. It didn't happen. Went with Pirro. Oh, actually, before we really get into it, I thought he had a really good game, but he should have scored about 17 goals. it was mental.
On another day, he scores 3.
It went absolutely. Oh, look who's in now. Look, Gareth Priestley in the house. Totally failed trying to convert both of them to Spurs fans. Hey up, Gaz. Hope you well, mate. Priestley's brother's in. How you doing, Gaz? JB Raid, by the way. Mike says Michael got lovely. Cheers, Joe Blackburn, mate. But yeah, that lineup, mate. I was happy with lineup. What a start to the game. I could just imagine the roof coming off when we got that early goal again. Manor Solomon, I've given him a little bit of stick lately because he's been a bit off it, but I tell you what a fucking goal that was, pal. What a goal.
Yeah, I mean, just goes to show you can prove anything with statistics, can't you? What people are saying, 1 goal contribution in 10 games.
Yeah.
Don't matter, does it?
Comes up with 2 in first 12 minutes, he comes up with 2. Just what an absolute worldie of a goal, mate.
The sublime to the ridiculous with their goal.
No, mate, tell me about it. Can you believe that first goal, mate? I know, obviously, to score a goal, you normally get past her. Gruev gets an assist for that. He just knocks it to Solomon, and Solomon just does rest, scores an absolute worldie in top bins, and Gruev gets an assist for it. But yeah, I mean, Solomon for me, mate, honestly, everyone knows on this channel I'm a massive Ramazani fanboy, and it's really pissing me off he's getting no minutes. And it was nice for Solomon to sort of shut me up because I've been a little bit like, come on, he's been off it. Let's switch it up a little bit. 3 games in 7 days.
On Ramazan, he posted, like a lot of players post favourite quotes from the Bible. He posted something from the Bible, and I think everybody was frantically Googling it.
Yep, it's been the most
basically
Googled.
Something like the sufferings that you have to deal with nothing compared to the glories you'll receive.
Yeah, I know.
Or something along those lines. So I
don't think it's a bad thing he's putting there. I think it's basically a bit of a side sort of self thing. He's going through the shit a little bit now, but it'll all be worth it if Leeds get promoted. I think that's what he's sort of saying. When I first seen it, I thought, "Ooh, is it going to be something that's going to spark more controversy?" Seeing as how I think he's not happy anyway at being left out. Let's be fair, he can't be happy not playing a minute when you've got 3 games in 7 days. But before we really get into the Ramazani stuff, because I've got a lot to say on that, mate, because I really, really want him to get minutes and it's pissing me off. But it was nice for Solomon to have a really good game and shut me up, because we know what Solomon can do. He's been probably in his top 5 players this season as a minimum. He's been absolutely outstanding, but he has been a little bit off it. But then again, maybe I'm being unfair to him. A lot of them have been off it these last 5-6 games. But it is Priestley to collect his receipts. As he's been telling me all day, he's got receipts to collect. Our Leeds have won back-to-back games, and now we're top of league, and now it looks like we're going up.
So after the Swansea game, me and you had that little instant match reaction for 10 minutes. And some of the comments, deluded, should never talk about football again, blind faith, why are you so confident? Well, where are you? Let's be having you. Come on.
Hey up, Delia Smith.
Come on.
Let's be having you. Mate, I will still stick to my guns on that match reaction, mate, after Swansea, and say it was blind faith. Because based on what we were serving up, there were not to base it on other than blind faith. But I also caveat that we're saying, I always believe we'd go up. But in that moment, you should be pissed off. But you just see the silver line and everything, which I love you for. But on that instant match reaction, if you've not seen it, go check it out. You piss me right off. But no, it's nice to have someone like you in my corner, mate, because you are really positive, and I needed somebody in that moment, because as you saw and as you know full well, I lose my shit when it's not going right. But let's be fair, mate. I don't think we could have foreseen what Sheffield United have just come up with. 3 back-to-back losses. No, you couldn't, mate. You could not see him losing 3 games. This is what winds me up about you.
I've got him on
Piss
the
off
already.
Piss off. You've already got me, mate. You've already got me hooked, man. Don't start saying you predicted 3 losses in a row for them, because that's just not true. But that's definitely aided us in having the gap we've got. But we've still have to do his own thing, haven't we? And I thought against Preston, before we get into all the other bits and bobs, I did sort of say I expect it to be I think it's a 3-0 my prediction, but I expected the sort of game to play out the way it did. I didn't expect them to score. Didn't expect them to. I mean, it was a good goal as well in a reaction to our first goal, but in general, we played really well. We were back to what we've seen all season at Ellen Road, weren't Priestley? We actually dominated the game, and you might think we've dominated in games recently, but I would disagree with that. I would say that's the first dominant performance with the ball I've seen in a couple of months, if I'm honest, since the Cardiff, the Coventry's, the Watfords. We're really good with ball, weren't we? We kept them very limited to only a couple of chances, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, they had that chance from the corner, and then they had the free kick where I've no idea what Darlow were doing. Where he got booked for it.
I know.
But I've no, because obviously that was at the other end of the stadium from me. I didn't realise he was out of the area.
Yep.
Until they booked him. I thought, what have they booked him for? I thought it had been a straight red.
Yeah.
But
well, I was thinking that. Why wasn't it handballed out the area?
Yeah.
And why wasn't it straight red?
He's come to get it, and I think he's punched it, but he was outside. He was good 2 or 3 yards outside the area.
Yeah, well. But no, the game in general, Priestley, we just dictated the game. I've said a routine when we're coming up. We haven't had one in a while. I expected it. We did sort of get it, just couldn't put us chances away, which isn't really like us.
We should have scored 5 or 6. We absolutely battered them.
So Solomon's Pirro's been getting a little bit of gyp saying he played poorly, but I thought Pirro were outstanding. You know, I think he played. I mean, he had he hit bar, that one unlucky, the way the ball got fizzed in. He had a couple where he just narrowly went wide on an half volley on one of them as well. I think some of the chances he had were big chances, but not a dead cert. I think a couple of them, you know, he were fairly close with, but on another night he would have got an hat-trick, wouldn't he? But his general play, Priestley, were very good.
Yeah. And I think that's what we've been seeing from him more recently. His link-up play is getting better, and he's dropping into the 10 a bit more as well.
Yeah, no, he's been doing that for a while, but he's got Bamford now on his tail, hasn't he? So he's probably got to up his game, you know. And as much as people have been saying they want Bamford to start, we do know Bamford misses big chances when he gets them. So I do think if Pirro can play like he played on Saturday, he will keep that shirt. Yeah, he didn't bag the chance, but he would back him to bag the chance over the Bamford. It's just all the rest of the play that sort of lets him down sometimes. But I think this season he's been a lot better with his hold up, dropping deep, getting the ball. I think he had a brilliant game. I really do. I thought it was fantastic.
So I was laughing halfway through that because I was just laughing at that comment.
Which one?
Gloves off.
I've just
Talk about
one
easy.
got him. Yeah, Easy's got into hiding after weeks. Everyone's channel. Yeah, I love Easy me, but yeah, it's funny. Andy Rose says it was blind faith of epic delusional grand proportions, says Andy.
and look how well it turned out. You're welcome.
Yeah, Andy loves it. Guy location. We should have won 5-1. So it's you know what it is at this stage of the season. We're not asked, are we? Just want to get over the line. It'd be nice to not be so squeaky bum time, but I'm a big believer in it. It does make it a sweeter moment. Like obviously I wasn't there at full time, but I was there at Middlesbrough on Tuesday, and it was very similar. We get the win, and we find out Sheffield United have lost it. Obviously, it'll be similar, just a bigger atmosphere.
At full time, they actually announced the Plymouth result in the stadium.
Class.
They were unbelievable.
Class. I mean, I did think Sheffield United had dropped points. You know, I really did. I didn't think they'd drop all three though. I didn't think they'd lose all three.
But because obviously you won't suffer this as much because you're up in Gods, but phone reception is quite hard to come by down in Cop. So
Yeah.
we heard that it will 1-1, and we were scrambling trying to confirm it. And then the last who sits in front of me, she got a phone call 2 minutes before the 90 were up, and turned around and said Plymouth are 2-1 up. And then again, we were all scrambling trying to confirm that. Man. And then it sort of started to ripple around the stadium, and I think Ampadu had to go tell Rodon off because he would try to pump the crowd up.
Yeah, I've seen. He got wind of it, didn't he? And then he had to calm him down a little bit. It's mad. Looking at the pictures at full time, it looked like a significant moment, didn't it? You know, we've seen it in past, you know, there's still players will play it down. There's still so many points to play for. But you could see in the players, the way they celebrated at the end, it looked like a very significant result, that considering what Sheffield United have done. And the wheels have well and truly fallen off there. And I've had some fun with them today. Well, yesterday and today, I'm having some fun with these Sheffield United fans. I'm really enjoying myself.
While they were fighting with Plymouth players, they were trying to scrap with Plymouth fans. It was.
You know what it is, mate? I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, I do think Farker's lost his head a little bit, saying things out of character and out of turn. You know, throwing people under the bus, sort of speak, where normally he wouldn't speak about players. I feel like there's been the cracks showing for Farker. All of a sudden, we've sort of, you know, papered over those cracks, moved on, look like we're winning now. And then you see what a manager's like when he actually has lost the ball. Like, thank God Farker just says a few words in a press conference where you think...
I don't think Farker's said much wrong lately.
Well, I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. I think the way some of the post-match press conferences and stuff have gone of late, I think you can see the pressure's being on, saying stuff out of... He's done some things that are uncharacteristic, like I think with the Ramazani stuff, talking about Tanaka. Whether you agree or not, I would say the pressure's shown. But what I will say is, what a difference to a Wilder. Do you know what I mean?
I think with the Ramazani, it's because of the questions he's being asked in presses. It's got to a point where he's got to answer it.
Nah, you don't have to answer out for me. You just say no. You just move on. You don't have to answer out.
That's why you're not a manager.
That's why I'm not a manager, mate. And the fact I don't know ball. I just know how to chat loads of shit for some reason.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Right now. Smash a like and subscribe. Cheers, Danny. Yeah, please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new here. When I've got Priestley on it, it's always worth a subscribe. Always. Blades don't go up. Get Michael Cooper in the summer. I would have Cooper, although getting a bit of stick for yesterday's performance. But yeah, I would have Cooper 100%. Bino looks so much better when he goes into the 10. It's a weird one because when he's played in 10 in the past, he's got a lot of stick. But when he's playing as a 9, but drops into the 10, but not actually playing in the 10, he does really well. But then when he's just a 10, he doesn't seem to play that well. It's a bit of a strange one for him. If he knows he's a 10, he doesn't like it.
I'll tell you something else I saw on Saturday that I'd never thought I'd see ever again, was the crowd actually chanting Bamford's name.
But mate, I saw that, but it's mad, isn't it? Because you think, don't you? Because you see a lot online, Priestley. Because you see a lot online, and you're obviously right on X and stuff. You're always in there. You think everyone hates Bamford, but actually in the stadium he gets more support than probably anyone does.
Yeah. He's had his critics and his injury records are not great, but when he was warming up, the crowd were going mental for it. And then when he got called back, it was the biggest cheers that afternoon.
I think that helped with Borough performance as well. I mean, he wasn't as impactful in this game, but he didn't need to be really, just as what he does. But that Borough game really raised expectations for what we've got for next 4 or 5 games, doesn't it? You know, I think, you know, hold on, I can just see him down here. Look, I can just see he's just popped up at the bottom of my screen. I have gloves. I am not hiding anywhere. Sheffield have folded, thank goodness. Nobody could foresee that. I agree. Now I can't see us not going up. As for Farker, I can't wait to see the back of him in the summer. Love it easy. Love it. Love it. He speaks his mind, mate.
I mean, I love it, but he's going to be very disappointed, I think.
Speaks his mind. Jonathan Wright, I was one trying to keep the positivity during Swansea Luton drop off. Honestly, never thought Sheffield United would have dropped. Yeah, well, that's it. Seen a few people say it's not just down to their drop off. You've got to credit the boys, and you have. We have taken care of our own business, which we had to win these 2 games. And Borough away midweek was such an hard game. We've just got to keep to our side of the bargain. But what I will say is, if the last 3 games of Sheffield United would have gone, I would have all predicted maybe 2 wins and a loss or 2 wins and a draw. We wouldn't be as comfortable at the top of the league, would be? It'd be totally different. So it has helped us. It has aided us, them dropping off, obviously. But we do still have to take care of our own business, and fair play to the lads. They've definitely turned it round. That, for me, was the perfect game in terms of the performance. Borough, for me, Priestley, were all about getting the 3 points, right? So with this one, obviously, every game is, but I wanted to see a little bit of a performance. I wanted to watch it and feel like we did 2-3 months ago, and I feel like we got that. We just didn't put the chances away, but we know goal scoring is not an issue, don't we? So I had to ask about that. It's when you're not creating the chances that's the problem, which we haven't been as creative, I don't think, in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 games, hence the results. But we look bang at it, mate. It's only a margin of error, just like that, mate. And it could have been 5 or 6. So it was good to see him actually play with a bit of freedom on it and play like we used to seeing him at Ellen Road, mate.
Yeah, I mean, again, a lot of stuff went down wings. It just always seemed to be Solomon. I think we struggled a little bit down the right without James there. I think Bogle struggled a little bit. But Bogle, again, were immense.
Mate,
Bogle
have you noticed?
Man at match for me.
I think so too. When Bogle and Firpo play anywhere near their level, we win. We win. No, for me, we're so heavily reliant on those wings, and our fullbacks getting overlapping, underlapping. They're arguably our best 2 players, mate. Firpo and Bogle, they're so good out there, mate. They're so good.
I'll also say this as well, and not a lot of people are going to want to hear this, but we're actually better with Ampadu next to Rodon than Strauch.
You think?
Crickets.
You think?
Yeah. Not to say that I don't think Strauch's a good defender, because I do think he is, but I think Ampadu and Rodon, having spent time playing together at Wales, and especially with Darlow behind them, I just think we look better in defence.
Yeah, I mean,
you're
not the only one to say that, mate. I think you'd probably agree that Strauch's probably a better defender than Ampadu all round, but to partner Rodon, it's a better partnership with Ampadu at Leeds United. Yeah. You know what I mean? It just isn't it? And then you add Darlow into the mix as well as that little Welsh little triangle there. And it could be something really good for these next 4 games. We've seen it before, mate, haven't we? It's not something we'd pick. Strauch would be in there if he were fit, but he's a really good standard as Ampadu. And some do argue that it is his best position. I would slightly disagree, but I think it's a close second. There ain't much of a drop off for him playing at centre half. Yeah, he ain't as tall. You do lose out on not having him in the middle, but I do think him and Rodon, they conceded in this game. I was a little bit annoyed with that goal. I think we all were, obviously. I think Firpo gave him a bit too much time.
Yeah, Firpo got beat far too easily.
He did. It was a great goal. I mean, as soon as it left his boot, it went in. Darlow couldn't do anything about it. But I just think, as a 2, what is it, mate? Is it something like 21 clean sheets in 32-ish?
Something like that, yeah. I don't have the full stats, but yeah.
With Ampadu and Rodon, it's a scandalous run of form, really. So it was sad to see him concede a goal, but we really kept him to hardly any chances, which were great. Mr. Richard Woodthorpe says, Mr. Priestley, the legend of Leeds with the karma that we all need but cannot do. Cheers, mate. You've helped us all through. Yeah, you're a good egg, mate, even though you bloody pissed me off.
A bit of appreciation on this channel.
They all love you, mate. They all love you. 100%.
Mr. We're going to need more than 95 points to get promoted over here.
Yeah, you can piss off with that, mate. You can piss right off with that. Who could have foreseen what Sheffield United have done, mate? It's only because they've fallen off a cliff. There's no way anybody saw them losing. Who've lost to Millwall, Plymouth, and who was the other one? Someone else shite. Oxford, come on, I say shite.
Yeah, let's leave comments about Oxford being shite.
Yeah,
please.
Oh, mate, I know. Wilder thinks he's Ronnie Pickering, says Dr. Cox. Yeah, he does, mate. Silly fucker. Skip says, can see Darlow has eased the pressure on our defence. You can tell they're true. Yeah, what do you think about Darlow, mate? Do you agree with that comment? Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
that one, isn't it?
I thought, again, going back to the Wales thing, Rodon just absolutely loves him and trusts him, and you can just tell the difference. Rodon's not scrambling nearly as much when the ball comes over the top because he knows Darlow's behind him, and he can actually catch a ball. So
he can, mate. He can. Like I say, he had that wild moment, didn't he? Which
not a big fan of his spatial awareness when coming out of his 6-yard box, but yeah.
Not everyone's perfect, mate, but he's definitely more assured than what we've had before. Definitely. Do you feel like the stadium's calmer as well when he's there?
Yeah.
Darlow. In terms of when that ball gets whipped in, him coming out, he clearing it, catching it. Is something we haven't seen in fucking 4 or 5 years.
I'm still perpetually nervous when corners come in, but I think that's always a Leeds United thing.
That's a PTSD being a Leeds fan, isn't it, mate? Gloves are off. Easy. So you see us going up because Sheffield United have lost 3 games. You can never see Sheff losing games. I could, and proper fans did, but you could only see Leeds losing your blind hate on Farker. Oof. The gloves are off, mate. The gloves are off. Rob Brookett Wilder is the saddest buffing man. My TikTok's in the link for anyone that wants to go over and watch. I've done a little muffin man video today with me. We won at Twins. Go give it a watch. I was going to play it on here tonight, but apparently I can't do it because it's got a song that is copyrighted and all this shit. It does my head in.
Thank the Lord for copyright.
And it will be on here. Michael it's in our hands now. We're in the driving seat. Just need to stick between the white lines and not stray from the path. Yeah, it's definitely within our hands now, mate. And Oxford away. Are you worried about that, Priestley? I'm not, me. So confident again now.
I mean, it's Good Friday, so I'm always worried when it comes to Good Friday.
Yeah, it could be a.
It's like Christmas and Easter, the two times of the season we never really play well. Having said that, we won both over Christmas, so who knows?
It could be
all I know is that we beat Stoke on Monday, and that's it. I reckon it's done. We beat Oxford and Stoke. That's it. We're done.
I agree, mate. And what a good Monday that's going to be. It's going to be exceptional, mate. It's going to be
as long as we. I'd prefer us to do it Easter Monday because if we do it against Bristol City at 7 o'clock the Tuesday morning, I've got to get a train to Sheffield for the World Snooker Championships.
Oh, you have to be an old man, aren't you, Gaz?
I will be a mess if we do it against Bristol City. So please, let's do it against Stoke.
That'd be class. That. That's class. That. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Some of these comments popping off today. That's class. Please stick a like on the video. There's 72 of you in here, which is great. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you're new here. Sheffield United had a lot of lucky 1-0 wins without playing well. You cannot rely on them doing that. Yeah, to be fair, Steve, that's a great point. That's why I thought they wouldn't drop many points.
I've said that a lot this season.
Are you one of them, Priest, who said the luck will run out eventually?
Yeah, I know we said it a lot with Ipswich last season, but this season, Sheffield United beat Same. They've never really looked that good. I watched them against Sheffield Wednesday a couple of weeks ago, and they got battered. They scored one lucky goal, and that was it.
No, it's fair. It's a fair point, mate. It really is. I just kind of thought, they've done it all season. They're not going to slip up in the last 6, 7, 8 games. And what do I know? Clearly nothing, mate.
One team always does it. It's just usually us.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. And to be fair, mate, we started it, didn't we? We started it. We were in that rut. It was so good to dig us way out of that on Tuesday, then to back it up at home with a really good performance is just.
You said it about Middlesbrough. If we get that win, that'll be the turning point.
Yeah. I didn't see Priestley getting a win and then going back to playing shit or getting draws.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I didn't see that.
You said if we get the win at Borough, that'll be the turning point. You don't see us.
Yeah,
100%. Not losing, but not playing badly.
Yeah, no, I think we just had to stem the bleeding, didn't they? Stop the blood flow and then kick on. And I think now we got the result, we got the performance as well on Saturday, and now I think it's all there for us now. Hopefully, we get a couple of players back, James and
I did see a post on Facebook, so you can question its validity if you want. But a guy actually got a photo with Dan James, and he said he's back next week. He'll be back for Friday.
Gets in.
Whether he is or not is a different matter.
Yeah, we need him.
But I won't make any changes on Friday. I'd stick with the same 11. And then unleash little DJ on Monday.
Yeah, to be fair, it's same again. It's Friday, Monday. Oh, mad. You know what? I tell you what, right? I've criticised Fark, right, for his poor run. I've criticised the players for his poor run. I will praise Fark and praise the players for what they've done in these last 7 days to get through 3 games, pick up what 7 points out of 9 in these last 3 days, in this last week, come through a tough period and now be top at league, set top at league, regardless of why. You know, we picked ourselves off a canvas there and done it. But I tell you what, the lads to pretty much have an unchanged side for all 3 games, got to give a massive credit, because for me, I've said it a lot, Fark has flogged them, and I think he's just about going to get away with it, because to stick with players time and time again, don't get me wrong, I think on Saturday, Priestley, his bench looked very light. You could see what not having Dan James and not having Rothwell and not having Strauch has done to that bench. You looked at the bench, I think it were heavily packed out with defenders. There weren't much creative players on there. You know, you had Joseph, who I didn't see getting on. Obviously, Paddy did come on. Schmidt, Ramazani, which is obviously the big and I'm always looking towards. But I do think he's flogged them. But like I say, I think we'll get over the line, and then I'll worry then about next season. You know, is he going to do it again in Prem? Is he only going to pick players he likes? Is it going to be? Are we going to be buying talented players next year potentially that can't get a game? Like there's some sort of issue there with his squad rotation, his squad management. But like I say, the lads to dig in and play 3 games in 7 days, mate, fucking goes to show how fit they are as a team.
Firstly, I think you're looking way too far ahead to next season. Let's just get to the end of this season first. And secondly, you've got to play your best 11. I know also there's an argument for rotation and resting players, but ultimately you've got to play your best 11 that you've got.
I know that, mate. But 3 games in 7 days is wild. But like I say, he got away with it. Didn't matter. But like I thought, Butter, and obviously, you know, yesterday at Preston, because it's so tight, such a tight game, he doesn't trust certain players to come on when it's tight. If we'd have been 3-0 up yesterday, you'd have seen Ramazani on, you'd have seen Joseph on, you'd have seen some of these players who aren't maybe cutting it and maybe rightly not playing. You would have seen him giving minutes if we'd have been 3 or 4 up, because we've seen that all season. When we've got a healthy lead, he does rotate, hence the amount of goals off at bench and stuff, because we went through a period, didn't we, 18 game unbeaten, and where we were slapping people up by 3 and 4. So the squad got rotated. What you've seen this last 2 months, when it's been so tight, he's stuck to his usual players. He's stuck to the same usual suspects, and he don't go outside that. And what I would say is, not looking ahead to the Prem, but beyond this season, whatever that looks like, that worries me with Farker going forward. But I think he'll get away with it like he got away with it this week.
I mean, if it's done by the last game of the season, which I expect it to be, I expect to see like De Bayo starting, Chambers, even Harry Gray.
When?
Last game of the season.
What if? Well, it depends, doesn't it? It could be title online.
If it's done. I would give a fuck about title.
Oh, I do. I don't see the title. I don't see the title being. The title, I think, could go to the last game, but I think promotion is done a week on Monday. Me, that's how I see it. I do think they beat Cardiff. I say done. It'll be all but done, won't it? If they draw. A draw against Burnley could be a good result for us.
We need 7 points to guarantee it because of goal difference.
Yeah.
But we need 4 if Burnley beat Sheffield United. So basically, if we all win on Friday and then we win Monday, we'll be 8 points clear of Sheffield United and they'll have 3 games left.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably be cheering a draw in that Burnley game, you know, Burnley Sheffield United, because I want title, me. I don't give a shit. I want title, me. Yeah, but if they drop points, even if they draw, if we beat Oxford and we beat and we win on Monday, we're laughing anyway. They can have a fucking point for me. I couldn't give a shit. By that point, we'll be laughing. We'll be in dreamland. But I want title, me. I know everyone's like, let's just secure top 2 and then go for title, but I think we get title as well, me. I really do. But what I'll say is on that top 3, on that promotion race, obviously, I want to touch on that. Burnley have gone from being what everyone's saying they're shite for 35 games this season to probably ending the season a very strong, well-coached talented side. The business they did in January really turned their season around. And there is a chance Burnley do win title. There's a chance. And to be fair, 12 goals or 13 goals conceded in 41 games, 42 games.
12 goals conceded in 41 games.
Fucking hell, mate. That'll stand them in good stead for Prem. Don't get me wrong. The defence won't be nothing like this, but if they go up, which I assume they will, it'll stand them in good stead being so hard to beat. But just touching on us, mate, what's that? One loss in... What have we? One loss in 20, 25. Quite a few draws in there at times, but, you know, where...
it's one loss in 25, but how many wins is it? Because that's always your counter-argument.
There's a lot of draws in there, mate. I'll tell you that. There's a lot of draws in there. But we're hard to beat. We're really hard to beat, which will stand us in good stead as well, regardless of what I think of Faka going into Prem. Scott Lightning says, Gruev and Tanaka were far too deep yesterday and rarely pressed opposition midfielders. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too keen on that with a partnership, but we do know that wouldn't be a partnership if it wasn't for the injuries going forward, would it? You know, Ampere would be in there or even Rothwell. So, if I'm honest, it's probably my least favourite pairing Priestley I've seen, but I don't think I weren't disappointed with either of them yesterday, to be fair. I thought their goal, when they passed it across, and I know Firpo was sort of isolated, Solomon weren't tracking back, but there were a lot of space in that midfield for them to sort of cut through. I saw it at Borough a little bit as well. At Borough, you know, at times in that first half, they were running through our midfield. But I do think Tanaka and Gruev are decent players. I just don't really like them as a pair. But what more can he do? You know, it's probably your fourth choice bloody partnership, that, ain't it, Paul? For honest.
Sorry if I keep dipping in and out. I'm not very well, so I keep muting my mic in case I have a coughing fit.
Well, I've said a few people have said, mate, have you paid your electricity bill or what? What's going on, lad?
I like it dark.
I can see telly through picture frame. What you watching? You watching Judge Judy?
No.
You're watching Judge Judy. I can see Judy's
It's on in background. I'm not
what you
watching
saying,
it.
What you saying? No, I can see an edit picture frame. Mate, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed, mate. You know, it could have been.
Judge Judy's quality TV. I don't know what you're on about.
Job. It's a good job you're not watching porn, mate, because you'd have been caught out through picture frame there, mate. It's a good job, innit? That's class.
I've lost what I was saying now.
No.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Gruev and Tanaka I thought were brilliant on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yesterday. I keep forgetting what day it is. I think they were both quality. But did anybody see that little random glitch that Tanaka did?
No glitch? No.
There's clips of it on Twitter. He just gets the ball and he just sort of stands there for 10 seconds. Doesn't move. Just stares at the Preston player. The Preston player has to turn around to see if the ref give a free kick or something.
Really? No, I didn't know.
He just stands there. Honestly, if I find it, I'll send you it later. It's bizarre. Because I don't really remember that happening.
No, he's like a robot at times, isn't it? It's nice to see him. Nice to see him back a little bit yesterday. I thought, like I say, I don't like them as a partnership. I don't think it works too well. But after a few average performances from Tanaka with his passing and stuff like that, we're nice to see him just be a bit more steady in there. Jamie, look at that. Hey up, I'm new to this channel. I'm a Sheffield United fan. We fuck up. We in the playoffs now. Hey up, mate. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I don't know why you're doing it to yourself. You must be a glutton for punishment coming in here, buddy. But yeah, it's, you know what it is, pal. It's football. We've got our day in the sun at the minute. It can all change if results don't go our way. But yes, we were in your shoes a couple of weeks ago and we were getting it left, right, and centre from you, from the Blunts. But yeah, you have fudged it up a little bit, pal. It's going to take a miracle for anything but playoffs now. And if I'm honest, I didn't see. I don't know about you, Priest. When it comes to the playoffs, the only side I saw out of the three of us going up by the playoffs would have been Burnley. I actually don't think the Blades will go up in the playoffs. I think it's just so hard to call.
Well, I mean, it depends on who finishes 5th and 6th, really.
Yeah, and it depends how next form goes, the next 4 games. But currently, right now, I'd back any of that playoff spots to beat.
I'll tell you who I fancy as a dark horse of the teams that are in and around the playoffs. Bristol City.
Yeah, I know.
Fancy them as a dark horse.
Have you got all to say about Ronnie O'Sullivan, pal, for Lee? Is Ronnie playing when you go? He asked earlier.
I'd expect him to turn up. Whether he's actually going to win or play well or not is a different matter because he's barely played all season.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, yeah.
I'm
Guy,
not a massive fan of Ronnie O'Sullivan, the person, anyway. As a player, I think he's one of the top 3 ever. But as a person, I think he's a prick.
Oh, love it. What do you both think? Do you want to go up second or as champions? Richard, we both want to go up as champions. And I think we go up as champions. What do you think, Priestley?
Oh, I'd love us to go up as champions, but ultimately,
you don't care, do you?
I don't care. As long as we go up top 2, as long as we finish second, at least, I'm happy with that.
No, I know that, mate. I know you don't care. I really do, me. I really do. I mean, I feel better, right? Knowing that it won't be. I don't think it will be. It surely won't be now. Sheffield United pipping us to it. It won't hurt as much Burnley doing it. And credit to them if they do with a defensive record. But if we'd finish second to the Sheffield United pal, I'd have been fuming. I won't lie. That Leeds Muppet Bamford has come back to haunt Wild. He has, Stephen, mate. He has. Andy says, Matty, have we a sneak preview of the latest leaderboard and our predictions score-wise? No, mate, we haven't. You know me, mate, right? If you think I'm anything to do with that, it might be my channel. You know, it might be a lot of the ideas of mine and Adam's and Sean's. We all put them together for the show. I'm the one that brings them all on screen. I'm running the stream, yeah. But Adam does all those bits and bobs you see, mate. So no, until Adam will do it, knock it up Wednesday or Thursday morning for Thursday's show, pal. Did you get the score right, Andy? Did you guess 2-1 and one that scored us? Priest, I've heard his injury is worse than first thought and he could be out for the season. And the source that told me hasn't let me down. I assume that's the Dan James thing. The battle of the sources.
I mean, like I said, I saw it on Facebook, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Hopefully, Danny's source is wrong.
Let's hope so.
But we'll see on Friday.
Arthur says Preston manager said some things about Leeds United. Said they are going up. Yeah, I think he'd have to say other than that, mate. To be fair, Matt B. Farker was neglected.
That's anything nicer he said. He said, "Hang on." That was nicer than anything he ever said when he was managing us.
Yeah, hecking bottom, yeah. Mark says Farker was negligent starting melee all season. Should be champions by now. I can't disagree with you, mate. I can't say I'm not going to be too negative. I'm absolutely buzzing right now. But if anybody mentions, Melee and Farker and the decision, I back that 100%. If he'd have made this decision 2 months prior, we probably would be, 4, 5, 6 clear of Burnley, won't we? Let's be honest. Priestley, the decision to keep him in as long as he did is a reason, it's still not cut and dry just yet. Really is.
100% needed to be dropped. I mean, yeah. I'm a goalkeeper, but it got to a point where it was just becoming a joke. I mean, look at what the scum have done to Onana today. They dropped him and still conceded 4.
Oh, mate. I tell you what, who's the worst keeper, Melee or Onana? Because he's Onana's awful, mate.
100%.
Yeah, isn't he? He's terrible. He's terrible.
Apparently, he didn't even get dropped for today's game. He went to catch a bus, but missed.
Oh, fuck it, that got me that. Oh, that got me that. You bastard. Yeah, class. Not surprised, mate. Imagine having David De Gea and telling him, no, you're all right, and then getting on Hannah in.
He's having a great season at Fiorentina as well, by the way.
It's class, isn't it?
They let him go for no and then replaced him for 50 million with that.
It's just, it's class, isn't it? It's class, isn't it? No, Alexa, I won't. Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing with that, mate. And then what they get slapped up today? 4-1.
4-1,
beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful weekend. Evening all, still a way to go, but it's in our hands. It would be criminal to blow it now. Yeah, Darren, 100%, mate. I don't think it will happen. Need Tanaka, Gruev starting, pinging those passes. I don't think any team can match us then. Yeah, I agree, mate. What's that? Nobody knows what the 49ers will do, so claiming they won't sack Farker through sentiment is relegation talk. It's all, end of the day, it's just opinions, isn't it? Easy. I've always said all season, if and when we go up, you can't sack your manager when he gets you promoted. I'll be honest, me, I'm see-through. I don't hold no back. If I've got something in my mind, I will say I love the side. I love Farker. Up until 2 months ago, it was feeling Bielsa-esque. If the the day after the last day of the season, we get promoted as champions, I find out Farker's been sacked, I hold no sentiment no more. I ain't going to be too bothered. either way, whether he stays in the job or he's not in it. I back the 49ers to make the right decision. If they go with Farker, I'll back it. But if I'm honest, I can't tell how it's going to go. I would assume if we go up as champions, he'll get given the job next season. I would imagine.
They're going to back him. They're going to back him next season.
It'll be a difficult one to go up and then sack someone. So, I do know what he's saying. I've seen enough frailties in him these last few months to worry me, and it's not my money. So I can see a contingency plan going forward where they're looking elsewhere maybe, and they'll be on a short lease, as all of us have said all season. But ultimately, if we go up, I probably still am in the camp of you've got to give someone a chance, aren't you, for getting you there. It's hard not to really in life. But I asked either way.
We're back to the argument of if you sack Fark in summer, who'd you bring in?
Yeah, well, and I always say, mate, I ain't got a clue, but I didn't know who Iriola was until he got flagged up on his list. I didn't know who Arnie Slot was until we flagged him up. Do you know, there's all these managers out there in Europe, decent, young, talented managers who have got a bit plan B, who do rotate the squad, who have got new ideas and aren't just, same thing all the time. And there is lots of managers out there I don't know, mate. But
yeah, but that's the thing for every Iriola you've got an Amarim. And for every slot you've got a Ten Hag.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, mate. Of course, we're having the grass ain't always greener, is it? I think we'll stick with him. I think they will.
I do agree there is some really good managers in Europe.
Yeah, of course there is.
Every European country has different styles of play. It don't always translate over here.
No, it doesn't.
Van Nistelrooy is another example.
No, I agree. Matty, I heard some content creators settle for second. Next minute, they'll be dismissed with the FA Cup, the League Cup, and the Charity Shield. Well, a lot of people are dismissive of the FA Cup. You know what worst thing is, Andy? With the FA Cup, and look at Priest's face, it pisses me off. We get beat by, it doesn't matter. We need to get promoted, right? And you know what I will like in this channel, getting knocked out FA Cup over fuming, right? Guess what? Next season, we're in Premier League now. FA Cup won't matter. We need to stay up. At what point does every game fucking matter? That's what annoys me as a Leeds fan. Because when you're a paying fan...
You're only annoyed about losing FA Cup because of all the shit you got off at Millwall fans for your shit.
I'm a paying fan. I go to games, whether you're a paying fan or not. We're all invested emotionally. We all want to win. It pisses me off that any game doesn't matter. And the FA Cup will be another one of them next season. It will be another one of them. We need to focus on the relegation battle, staying in the division, not going down and all that. So FA Cup won't matter to some. But yeah, I agree. I won't accept second. Next season, we might have to accept 17th, Andy, possibly. I don't want to accept second this year, not when we've been the best side for the majority. And currently now it's in our hands at top of league. We created that goal difference over, we've scored 90 goals this season, created such a big goal difference, which could be the winning factor, getting over line in first. I want to celebrate with that trophy at Millennium Square, and I want nothing less. Fuck it, I'm going to say it. First. Easy. There's no reason we can't finish top 10 with the right manager and recruitment. Wow.
We've got the right manager.
Not for top 10, we ain't. Not for top 10, mate. You got no chance for top 10, but
easy. When we get promoted, I want to have a beer with you in Peacock just for shits and gigs.
Yeah, easy. I'd like that. I'd like that too, mate. I'd like to meet you in person. Have a good chin.
Whether you've got a ticket or not, just come to the Stoke game. We'll have a beer in Peacock before game.
Yeah, man. I'm up for that. Lee says 50 years since we won the European Cup this year, so winning champ on the anniversary would be sweet. But if it's second, fair play, we will be up. That's how you're feeling it, Priestley. I'll be saying, to be fair, I've had a massive wobble these last few weeks, and finishing second, I'm still going to be buzzing, but I ain't going to accept it just yet. Let's get that second place nailed down first, and then we'll fight out for the title.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm way behind on comments, mate. I love it. Judge Priestley. Horn. Can't pay, we take your light bulbs away. Oh, love it. Absolutely class.
Light is not my friend.
Judge Judy, legs open. That's cool.
Oh, Brookie, that's disgraceful.
Oh, God. Bogle said, bollocks to second. We want this in his hands. Don't give to Mellie. He dropped it, yeah. Too right. Yeah, honestly, Bogle's so good, man. Bogle is so good. Considering what the Blades told us. Is he still in here, that Blades fan? No, he's
Yeah,
not.
they couldn't wait to see it back of him. Like, he can't defend. He's not no good. Blah blah blah. He's been one of his best players this season.
Yeah, it's been class, mate. Been class. Hey up, Josh. Hope you're well, mate. Arnie Slotball. Is he a Liverpool fan in the house?
Oh, God,
You
try to
win
get
that
them started,
title.
that'll be
You
fucking
win that
unbearable.
title. You win that title, and then we win ours. Continue that tradition. That will do me. That will do me.
I have enough with Liverpool fans on WhatsApp on a daily basis. I don't need them invading me here as well.
Sheffield United have got Cardiff next. They have won their last 4 games and they need the points to stay up. You know what, Stephen? Looking at that, yeah, I understand. I was chilling in a sauna yesterday with a Cardiff fan. Sounds a bit weird, but it's true. I'll be honest. And I had a good chat with him about Leeds United and Cardiff, and he was going to the Cardiff game yesterday. And he said they're just absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. He said if they lose yesterday, that's them done. They lost yesterday 1-0, didn't they, to an own goal, I think it was late on. I don't see Cardiff getting anything against Sheffield United. I really don't. After speaking to him, I would be gobsmacked. And it's at Bramall Lane, I think, as well. I don't see Cardiff getting anything against them. So I do think
that's getting out against Sheffield United, but there we go.
I know, mate. But just speaking to this bloke yesterday, mate. I mean, it was an awkward conversation. I was trying to keep my eyes firmly up and not down, but you know, I want to naked sort of just. But no, I don't think they'll lose that one, mate. I really don't.
Oh, I mean, I can't remember who it was that said it, but the championship's going to championship. So
yeah, it's a great
as true today as it's ever been.
It's a great saying that. The championship will championship. Yeah, I love that. Matthew Hall. I think we need to concentrate on promotion and then hopefully have 2 games to play for the title. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to play out, Matthew. I think we're up on Easter Monday, me, and then yeah, it'll come down to who wants it most, that title, won't it? Who's drank the least beer for the next 2? Remember under Bielsa when we'd won it and we just got absolutely shit-faced. All we saw what lads getting pissed.
Went to Derby with a raging hangover and beat them 3-1. It was ridiculous.
Smashed them, mate. Didn't see that coming. It was class, wasn't it? Is that when Ben White scored a worldie? Just like half cut?
No, that was last game. That we beat Charlton 4-0 last game.
Charlton, of course it was, yeah. Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, I love it. Andy, yeah, you did that. Danny, you said 4-0, didn't you? Wasn't quite, mate, but when I saw first 2 goal scorers going, I was thinking, oh, Danny's on one here. Look at that. Priestley, a goalkeeper, is about 4 foot nothing.
I'll have you know that I am 5 foot and 2 inches, and those are 2 different measurements.
Oh, love it. Look at me laughing. Look at me. Honestly, I'm in a well good mood. I love it.
Makes a change.
I'm just trying to skip through all bloody golfing shit. What's going on here?
Oh, it's Masters, isn't it?
I know what it is, mate.
Has McIlroy fucked it up yet? Can someone tell me has McIlroy fucked it?
Chris Gillet, when we have a squad capable of comfortably staying up, we can then look at winning a cup. We need to stay up there 3 years before looking at a good cup. Chris, we're not going to win an FA Cup, I won't assume, no, but I don't like dismissing any game, mate. I'm greedy. Look at the size of me. I am massive. Yeah, I'll never dismiss any game, mate. If we go up, we need to build it in the Prem, try and stay up for longer than the last attempt. Just look at Newcastle and Villa over the years. Villa are just unreal out there. It's mad to think where they were when we were with Bielsa. It gives us confidence that if you do it the right way, we can be sustainable. Because all you hear now in it doom and gloom. You know, whoever comes up to Premier League's going straight back down. The gulf's too big. We know the gulf's too big, but we have seen it done. You look at that top 10 now, there's some sides in there, you know, your Forest, your Brighton, your Brentford, you know, you've got so many sides in there now. It's not all as cut as dry as it used to be, I don't think, Prem. You know, your top 4, your top 5, your top 6. There is new names in there now. It does give me a little bit of hope that we can break that mould and sort of get in there, but it's going to be a tough ask, obviously.
The fact that Bournemouth, Forest, and I think Brentford or Fulham could all be in Europe next season is mad.
Oh, mate, it's nuts, isn't it? In the 5 Champions League spots as well.
Yeah, I mean there is a scenario where England could have 11 teams in Europe next season.
It's nuts, that.
It's an unlikely scenario.
It's nuts.
It all hinges on Villa winning Champions League.
Ah, really? Yeah, that's not happening. That ain't happening. Plymouth, Luton, Cardiff, City, Derby, County, Oxford, Hull, Portsmouth. 3 off these go down. Yeah, mate. It's the battle at the bottom is so mad. It's like the battle at the top. It's so tight for sides in at the bottom. It is not Leeds, but I think we have done this. So I'm going on the beers now. See you next season. Done. We're up. We're up.
Well, I've already told Danny that after the Stoke game, I'm staying out to watch Burnley Sheffield United, and I don't know what time I'm going to be home.
If at all.
Well, I've got work next day, so I should probably go home at some point.
Nah, just go straight to work, mate. Just go straight to work.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll look good driving down fucking Inner Ring Road.
Shall we? Oh, I'm married now. I can't say. Shall we try Shall we try Winston's again? What's it been, about 15 years since we last tried?
Whoa! Again? That was you, not me.
Yeah, we didn't even make it past door, did we? I think when we asked how much it was in, they were like,
"What's all this weird shit?" It was you, not me. I was just in the car.
When you bang on a big metal door and slide goes over, they're like £10. Nah, I ain't paying that, mate, just to come in for a look. Nah, you're all right, mate. You don't fancy it, no?
I didn't even realise it was still open.
Give over. You knew it were open. You know.
To be fair, I think the women in there are a bit taller than you're used to, so.
Oh, love it, mate. Love it. Look at me, mate. I'm fucking loving it. Evening, my friend. All good. Yeah, Danny's put some links in the chat as always. Please check them out, mate. Please check them out, everybody. Get knocked down, but we get up again. We do. Hull City v Coventry tomorrow night. Are Coventry still outside playoffs?
Yeah, I think
just outside.
Yeah, I think Middlesbrough 6th.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? What, go back 2 weeks, and we were playing shy. Coventry are going to beat us in playoffs, and now all of a sudden they're not even in playoffs, and we're top of league flying. I get it.
That's what I said. I said it's bold
mad
to assume that Coventry are even going to be in the playoffs.
It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Yeah, that's it, mate. Liverpool Football Club and Leeds, we win the title together. Rory's bottled this or something. Rory has bottled this.
Good.
He's gone from minus 14.
McElroy had a 3-shot lead and he's fucking it.
Priestley, the women there are taller than you, and they are dwarfs, mate, apparently. Loving this. Honestly, banter on here tonight's class. Richard says I'm in Winston's now. She's not very good, though, because I'm watching you too.
Yes.
What's your surname? Richard Wood. Richard Woodthorpe.
He's in Winston's and he's chosen to watch Two Pricks instead.
I don't even know how to bring this back to football talk anymore now. I just don't know how to bring it back.
Fuck it. Let's just go off at rails. Let's just see what people are saying in comments and go with it.
Who in chat's going to either game coming up? Anyone going to Oxford? Because I know Oxford tickets after when I went to Borough, speaking to lads on there, so difficult to get away tickets, obviously. And I mean, the home game at Stoke, I missed out on the queue, obviously, to get the ticket online. I then entered the ballot. Didn't get one through the ballot, and I was shitting myself, Priestley. And then the lad who got me the ticket for the away game has got me a ticket for the Cop for the Stoke game. So it's like, no, it's not what you know, it's who we know.
I think Cop, so,
I don't know, mate. He just rung me last night and says, "Have you got a ticket?" I went, no. He went, right, send me 35 quid. I've got you one for Cop. So I'm like, getting, because I genuinely, honestly, mate, after how hard it was for me to get that Swansea ticket, not getting one on ballot, just refreshing all the time, and it took me forever. I did not think I'd get a Stoke when I was shitting it. I didn't mind missing yesterday because I were here with missus and it was all right. But to think I'm in league and I couldn't go to a game, I was freaking out. So I am over the moon that Danny's been able to pull it out of the bag for me. Because it's good. There ain't gonna be many people drop out of tickets for this one because it could be decided, couldn't it? It could, even if we're not 100% there, it's almost done in it at that point, buddy. So it's the game for me.
Did you see the vice chairman, Mr. Peter Lowe, giving away free pints in Billy's bar after the game yesterday?
Yeah, mate, what a guy! What a guy! I think he just put a free bar under it.
I've seen people try to convince people at Ellen Road to put the Burnley Sheffield United match on big screen after our game.
Imagine. Makes sense.
I'd stay for that.
I'd stay for that. Be absolutely fucking class. That it's really good how they've done it on Friday as well, isn't it? With games all being like,
yeah,
it's class how they've done it. It's really.
I definitely think after the Stoke game we should be at Peacock for Burnley game. You want to be in close proximity to Ellen Road, just in case it does happen.
Oh, mate, fucking hell. Predictions for
I've
Oxford
thought
game.
about this far too much, mate. COVID took a lot of stuff away from me, but that was one of the worst it took.
Oh
The
yeah, I
celebrations
agree.
that night.
I agree. I bottled it, mate. I didn't do any of it. I bottled it. I watch it back and I'm just like, why didn't I just go do it? I will be doing it all this time. All of it. I've already told our lass. As soon as it's confirmed down there, Millennium Square,
Yeah,
I'm there as
yeah,
well.
you're. This might be one of the quickest divorces ever.
it might be, mate. It might be. We'll get back to predictions, mate. I've started it. I wish my lad. I'm going Millennium Square, son, as it's confirmed. Looking, I'm taking a 10. Yeah, Danny, too right. Where's Priestley's fishing rod to blend in with the gnomes?
Whoa! What's all this fucking hype bollocks?
Mate,
You'll see how good a goalkeeper I am in July.
Where's Lofty tonight? Who's Lofty? Is that Adam? Is that what he calls Lofty? Adam?
Yeah.
In the chat tonight. Yeah, he's not in chat tonight. Lord
Yeah.
I guess everyone has cheered up this
I'm
week.
not sure. I'm not sure if they're calling him Lofty because he's taller than he first said, or because he resembles a 1980s EastEnders character. Google it and you'll see what I mean.
See you later, Alpha, mate. Fuck you. Class, mate. Class. Brum brought 50,000 to watch them lose 2-0. Yeah, I was surprised at that. And that is the most pointless trophy ever. But
yeah, all players afterwards were in stands, and Tom Brady and American owners were talking to him, like getting proper agitated.
Brother, can you answer this one, Priestley? Because I actually don't answer this, Michael. Can you get into the Peacock after the game has kicked off without a ticket? You would have thought yes, because otherwise, who else would be?
Yeah.
Because who else would be in the Peacock?
Yeah, I know people. I know obviously they check the tickets before you go in, but I would imagine after the game kicks off, it just becomes a normal pub scenario.
It's got to be, hasn't it? Otherwise, no one's in.
I mean, we've been in after games and they had checked tickets then.
Yeah, I would say, Michael, it makes perfect sense that as soon as the game's kicked off, yes. Otherwise, the pub would be empty.
So.
Got to be, yeah. I just ring up me, mate, and double check, but I would assume as soon as it's kicked off, mate, all bets are off at that point. Dirty Leeds by name and by nature. I'm watching the Burnley Blunts game in Winston's. 2 happy endings, hopefully. Coming at night, that Dirty Leeds. I love it. Andy Rowe, Winston, they got raided. They had some unsurplus. I can't even pronounce that. Unsurplus suspects wear £10 rip-off, but they have a steam room shower jacuzzi that's worth its tenner. Oh, fucking hell, have we got here? How have we got here?
They've got a sauna. Is that where you were last night with that Cardiff fan?
Yeah, shit. Oh, I walked straight into that one, did I? Yeah.
Was it that one in Armley down Canal Road?
No, mate, definitely not. Priestley, I played in goal 15 years, says Danny. Sunday League, we won 4 titles. But Danny,
yeah,
have you ever played at Wembley like this guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've played at Wembley.
He has, lad. Will Priestley be taking a step ladder to the Creators Cup with him? Piss myself laughing. You're going to need one, mate. Mate, you are a top goalkeeper at 5-a-side. I know that for a fact. I've played with you for many a moon, right? But 11-a-side, yeah. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, my friend. I am going to put hat-trick past you, therefore. As long as Joe lets me have some minutes, because I'm a striker, me, and I know Joe's a striker, and that ain't a good place to be for playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, which I don't know yet. I'm hoping to play big man, little man up front, although I don't even think Joe's little. Obviously, I'm big, but yeah, I'm hoping I do get some minutes. I'm a little bit worried of sharing position with Joe. Only in height. So all I need it for the football, mate. Oh, but yeah, I don't even know what else to say. It's gone. I'm really, really happy. I don't know if you can tell, and I know it's nice to see this way. I've been getting it the last couple of weeks, right? I've had so many messages from people saying, "Oh, Matt, I don't like this. I'm feeling just as bad because you're down than I am for results." And people haven't been enjoying watching me sulk, but I think it's been justified. But you all know me. It doesn't take much for me to turn it round, and I am absolutely over the moon at the minute. I couldn't even sleep last night, pal. I was knackered, right? So I went to car. Listen to this, right? It's how boring. I'm getting so old, right? So literally, we went out about 6, had some food, had a couple of cocktails, and then we'll call it a night. And we were in bed for like 8:30. And I was sat up, couldn't sleep, laid in bed. Missus were outside snoring me off. I'm watching crappy football on Matchday. But Yeah, early night, but just couldn't switch off. Could not switch off from that game. I watched highlights about fucking 6 times while I laid in bed. I love it when Leeds are doing well. I'm actually over the moon. I love it. Jerry's 6'4". He's not, is he? Don't tell me he's taller than me as well, because that's shit. Oh my god, if he's 6'4". Oh no, fuming. I hadn't even got that. Yeah, I'm knackered. I'm going to be on bench. I'm not playing any minutes, mate, because he's going to be able to outrun me. Joe would happily give you the minutes with his hip. Jerry's well over 6 feet tall. Oh, wow. Well. Look who it is, Mr. Blackburn. Look who it is indeed, sir. Never doubted it for a second, mate. I've never lost my hair once this season. Ever. Love Paddy Bamford, me. Always have done. Just played at a decent level, but older legs might see you get a few minutes. Mate, yeah, mate, I've got younger legs, mate, but they're big, like wide. Nah, I'm not a bad footy player, to be fair. I'm just trying to tidy my fitness up, so I'm good to go for that. If you can't enjoy these moments, there's no point in being a fan. I am back down now from the high, and let's finish off. Yeah, 100%. See, I've been giving the Blunts fans a bit of stick on TikTok and other social media areas. And it's justified because they've been giving us a lot of stick. But I tell you what, but you said earlier, didn't you, Priestley? Oh, it'll come back and bite you an arse. This, I ain't bothered.
No, I never said that. I said I hope it doesn't.
Hope it doesn't bite you back an arse, yeah. But like, you don't like sort of speaking beforehand. You don't like being too brash about stuff.
I'm incredibly superstitious. I don't like tempting fate.
Oh, mate, honestly, one of the funniest things you can ever do is walk with Priestley as he's about to cross under the bridge as a train's going over it, and he doesn't know whether to run through it, right? Or honestly, it's so funny. It's so funny watching you. You're so superstitious, mate. Honestly, I remember the other week, over a month, we went down to Welling Road. We were going under the tunnel, and I physically grabbed you and tried to throw you under the tunnel, and you nearly punched me, mate. You
recorded it for Matchday vlog. You absolute scumbag.
It's on one of the vlogs, mate. You're so superstitious. Don't know why, mate. Everything will be all right in the end. I will be doing, mate. I will be doing. Joe Blackburn in the house. Tell him talking history. Winston Churchill. We have been talking about Mr. Winston loads, actually, mate. You'll be very proud of us. It's been very sophisticated on this channel. Joe Blackburn, Winston Churchill. The nodding dog's been mentioned quite a lot. Yeah,
Winston Churchill, his famous massage parlour.
Have you seen Connor's real Jim Bob Savage? No, I haven't, mate. I don't watch loads of Connor stuff, to be fair, but I heard that Jim Bob went on and faced the music on Connor's channel, which is very big of him considering they just lost 3 on the bounce. So I probably will check that out tomorrow. Joe did a banging video yesterday on Game. I watched a little bit of his match reaction, mate. If that's what you're on about. Joe's videos are usually banging, to be fair, mate. Guy location. We will finish on top with style. It's all in our hands. Yeah, man. Rory's just won it. Rory's just won it, apparently. Rory just pulled a good iron shot. Oh, yes, indeed, Mr. Blackburn. Oh, yes, indeed. So what's your prediction then, Priestley, for Friday? Priestley?
What you say there,
mate? What's your prediction
for Friday? I was just looking at goal scores.
That's all right. Prediction, Oxford?
For Friday?
Yeah,
mate. God, don't make me do this. 2-1 Leeds.
2-1 Leeds. Similar lineup, do you think?
I'd expect it to be the same 11.
Same. Yeah. No calls for anyone to come out after that. You think everyone deserves to play again?
Yeah, 100%.
I do. Even if James is back, he'd keep it as it were.
Yeah, I'd because I don't think he'll be fully fit. So I'd just play Nonto.
Yeah, but I agree, mate. I agree. 3-0 guy location. Danny says 2-all. Danny, don't do this, mate. Don't do this. Yeah, a couple of draws coming in.
A draw's fine, though.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, mate. I won't lose my head if we draw on Friday. I won't lose my head at all. Joe Blackburn, you about for Stoke, by the way. Might see you if I can say, yeah, mate. I will be there on Monday, mate. Now I have a ticket. I was nervous, but I will definitely be there. I don't know how we're doing it, Priestley. It might be a meeting town this time, and then to Peacock. I'll let you, Priestley, know. But either way, I will be in the Peacock before game. So if you're about, Joe, and you can meet in the Peacock. It'd be really nice to meet you, buddy. 100%. I will be there.
Oh, I'm 100% making a day and night of it.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. It's good, mate. It's going to have to just everything just comes second these next few weeks, doesn't it? Everything's just going to come second to Leeds United because let's be fair,
Could be a
if we
change
win
to
it,
do that.
if we win it when it Leeds, great. There's every chance we don't, and it happens when a bit like last time we went up and somebody else wins it for us, we'll be flocking down there. You've got whenever the trophy gets paraded around at Millennium Square, you've at least got 2 or 3 moments, maybe outside an actual match day to enjoy with Leeds. So
that's what worries me about the weekend after Easter. The Friday night, I'm working that night because it's stock take at work, and Sheffield United play that night. Now, if they drop points, that could mean that we're up, and I'll be stuck at work. And
Priestley,
my manager's a Liverpool fan.
Priestley, it's only a job, mate. It's only a job, mate. Who needs money anyway when you've got Leeds? It's only a job. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just a job, innit?
It's easy for you to say.
I'm only joking. Joe Blackburn, Bristol City tickets will be tough ones for me, mate. Yeah, 100%, buddy. Like, I didn't even get a Stoke one on ballot. I've just got lucky through someone I know, mate. Like, it'll be impossible for Bristol. I can just imagine.
They will be like the proverbial rocking horse shit.
They will, mate. Andy Rowe, Matty, I take it you were being ironic when Ramazani was on the discussion omission list, mate. Oh, I don't want to talk about him. It still pisses me off. Because I still think he should be playing. I think we still win with him playing. But yeah, it is what it is, mate. I get wound up when I start thinking about it. So I just need to just leave it. Press the fire alarm. Bristol at home, maybe the toughest test. That could possibly be at one point. Yeah. I mean, it's one of them where we're hoping we're done by that point, aren't we? But yeah, it might even get to a point where all we need is a point in that one, Priestley. But hopefully it's done before that.
Oh, if we only need a point in Bristol City game, Ellen Rowe's going to be bouncing.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Last time we played a Bristolonian, whatever they're called, side to go up, mate. You were there, weren't you, buddy, on pitch?
Yeah, we're on pitch and everything, yeah.
How old were you?
When was it? 2010? So I've been 23.
Let me rephrase the question. Sorry, I asked you wrong. How tall were you?
Oh,
look at his face.
I'm not living this down, am I?
Look at his face, man. Oh, I agree. Bristol is a tough one. Still fancy us. So, yeah, I don't think we get beaten again the rest of the season, mate. But I said that before.
Oh, don't be starting this shit again.
We're going to win the league unbeaten. We're going to win the league unbeaten. Yeah, man. We will be there. I was there. Beckford slapped my hand when he scored. Oh, really, Danny? No way.
Oh, I'm going back to watch that video and see if I can see a dwarf.
Go on, Danny. Joe Blackburn, there's a world where if results go right for us, we go up against Stoke and get crowned against Bristol. Honestly, if I can't get to Bristol game, I will be fuming. If that happens as well, yeah, I hope, this might sound selfish, but I ain't bothered. I hope if that happens and we're going to get the trophy at Bristol, they need to treat the Bristol game like it's the Wembley game. If you've been to 15 home games or more, you get priority. Because I need to be there. I've only missed 2 games all season at home, so I'm hoping that plays in. But it won't do. It'll just be a general vote. It'll go out to members again, and it'll be whoever gets one, which is fair dues, I suppose, as well. If possible, we let Plymouth win if it's all. Yeah, I've seen a few people say that. I saw Joe Wayman say the same. Andrew, I'm not having none of that, mate. None of that. We'll win every game for me. Nah, none of that. None of that, pal. Yeah, I've seen a few people say that. As long as we've won title, then I ain't gonna be too bothered if we lose. But yeah, no gifts from us for me. Thank you for another great video. You two are the best. Fantastic content. Cheers, Richard.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
You've just had he's obviously just had that ending he were talking about. Really happy. Oh, I love it. Priestley, do you have a cushion on your car seat to see over the steering wheel? Oh,
no, I drive it like Mr. Bean with seat on top and brooms do the. Honestly,
it's just getting honestly, I don't even know how much football we've talked in this, but it's been a good laugh. Thing is, right, it's either going to be when I've got
more about how tall I am and Judge Judy than we have about football.
We have, mate. When I've got you on here for like a match review, it's either going to be I'm shouting at you because I'm pissed off because it's not going our way, or we just chat absolute waffle, which I suppose is It's quite a good thing, to be fair. I don't mind. Agent JB getting wild in a ban, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully, mate. I love how it was JB who were involved in it as well. I love that. Absolutely love that. Has that Lino been penalised for his substandard work? He got demoted to League One for a game. I don't know much else other than that, Andy.
I'll tell you something, I was a big fan of like half an hour after full time on Tuesday, people had already found his Twitter. We're a different breed, us Leeds fans.
We really are, aren't we? We really are. Promoted by Monday, fingers crossed, Gavin. Hopefully, mate. Hang on, what's that point? Why is Hobbit Priestley goalkeeping and I'm not trusted to? I can at least reach the corners.
Joe, I've played at Wembley, you haven't. Shut up.
Reaching corners is irrelevant. It
I
can reach a lot.
The bottom corners. They're easy to get to.
Reaching the corners of his net is Priestley's least of his worries. Is a lot more he can't reach.
You won't reach 40 if you don't shut up.
Doesn't Priestley look like Kevin Owens from WWE? Is that a compliment?
Fuck off, Danny. That's not original. Shut up.
Yelly, Farke were banned for celebrating. Surely, that's something I've not taken into consideration, Priestley, back to the football, kind of. Surely, Wilder is going to get penalised for that, no? Or is he not? Is it already been ruled he's not getting anything?
I don't know. I've not seen anything to say he is or isn't, to be honest.
But Farke celebrates a meter outside his area, mate, and gets a match ban. Surely he's getting something.
Well, he was arguing with fans as well when he were calling him fat boy and everything.
What is that he said?
Yeah. There's a video of a Plymouth fan shouting at him like, "Oh, you fucked it up" or something like that, and Chris Wilder just goes, "You're going down, fat boy."
You weren't even there, were you?
No, I've seen it. You're fucking hilarious. Oh, can't
it's gone daft as this.
Oh,
it's gone daft as this, hasn't it? Oh, I love you, mate. I love you. I love you, mate.
It's gone off at rails. We've completely lost control.
Yeah, this is what it's like. You want to see us two having a drink together. It's absolute chaos.
Oh,
it's absolute chaos.
They completely lost control over this.
Can only just tie his shoelaces.
Fucking hell. I can only just see my shoelaces.
Honestly. Oh, God, honestly. Anybody in chat, right, who can be down Ellen Road for any match day for a pint with me and Priestley, just let us know you are welcome. And when it comes to the promotion party, whichever one of the many parties it will be, come and have a drink with me and Priestley. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. Matty, reason why Wilder went to Plymouth players, JB did lead salute to Sheffield United. Oh, I love that. Love that if that's true, Danny. I seen Priestley on Disney film. He was part of Snow in Seven Dwarfs. I don't even know why I can't reading that. I knew as soon as I saw Snow, I just knew where it was going. We only had a chance for the birdie. Rob Brookie, my good mate. Hope you're well, mate. Top show, right laugh. Yeah, mate, honestly, it's probably at least I spoke about football since having a channel. But I am in one good mood. Priestley can sit on Joe Blackburn's shoulders in goal. A double act of Laurel and Hardy.
I don't think his shoulders could take it.
Oh, for some reason, Matt is... mate, you're saying words I can't even read. What does that say, Priestley? Matt is what? Fraternising with one of those peacocks. Won't be having that come July. No, mate, we won't. None of that, mate.
Joe, I've already told him that he's getting snapped first chance he gets. First chance I get. I'm going through him.
Just so everyone knows, right? Priestley is good value. If you haven't got a ticket, come to the Creators Cup. Because Priestley, honestly, really good goalkeeper. He might be like my brother from another mother, but genuinely mint goalkeeper. But he is a fucking animal. Anyone who's seen me machine the monk, right? Priestley, how many times have you been red carded down at goals? Genuinely.
Oh, far too many times. I'm not a violent person. It's my mouth that gets me in trouble.
Mate, I don't even think you've ever had a fight in your life. Goes on a football pitch. He's an animal, mate. You'll be look every time a goal goes in, he'll get the ball, he'll boot it out of field, he'll kick it at someone. If you score, you honestly have eyes in the back of your head because the amount of times the ball's hit the Swede of the goalkeeper when he's conceded, he's an absolute animal. Mini play said Max and Paddy lol. I'll take that, mate. I'll take that. We had a bit of a double at me and my pal here. Lampard didn't get banned for celebrating on pitch. Of course he didn't, Gary. Of course he didn't, mate. Wilder's got such a short fuse, he would ignite a grenade. You know what it is with Wilder, right? we've had it in past, haven't we? You know, like when we had Cellino and stuff, and everyone was manager with the owner. But you know, like sometimes it's funny. Sometimes you like the passion. So we've had it before where we've had, you know, managers or owners who are a little bit mad, and you see the good in it sometimes. When Cellino went in Peacock buying people pints, like, oh, at the time, because we shit, like, oh, but now, you know, 49, even with like when you had Victor Orton and stuff, and there was certain stuff happening and doing binoculars and stuff, and you just think it's great at the time. But when you actually strip it back and you've got an outfit like 49ers now, you've got Daniel Farker, who is, you know, sort of safe in what he says and does and acts properly, the way he should act as a manager and as an owner. You look at Sheffield United though, while you look at Wilder Priestley, yeah, and you go, when it's going well, it must be great as a Sheffield United fan to watch him drinking with fans and singing, and it must be great when it's going well. But you also know he's only one loss away from losing it and going the other way, and he's so unprofessional. It's hilarious.
I mean, we once had an owner that got chased around car park by fans for an hour. Taxi couldn't get out of there, so he had to just keep doing circles in car park. But Sheffield United take it to a whole new level. They actually got funded by the Bin Laden family, which I think is beyond parody.
What's that?
Beyond satire.
I just heard Bin Laden. What you say?
I said Sheffield United got funding from the Bin Laden family. Well, the owners did anyway. Mate, look it up. I guarantee it's true.
Mate, I just didn't expect Bin Laden to get mentioned on tonight's show. I just didn't expect it, you know.
The show's gone off at rails, so fuck it.
Fair enough. Time's Winston's close again. Mad, mate, mad. I've got a few starred comments here I want to get through. What's yours said here? The amount of shots we're putting past Priestley in 3 months, more like snow shite. Oh, he's getting rinsed, mate. He's getting rinsed.
That's another one on the list. Thanks, Joe.
Skip said about 42 months ago, he says, I have flip-flopped all over the place since the Millwall game, and I now think we are up, but I still think we need a win at Oxford, so not to give the Blades any hope of closing the gap. Yeah, that's it, mate. We just need to any chance they've got, it has to be with us slipping up at Oxford, done it, and it just doesn't like it's happening now, mate. Ted said the entire picture changed with Darlow, who was the biggest factor leading to the Premier League promised land. I'd have to agree with that. You know, it's the decision to bring him in has coincided with our turn of form and the whole confidence of, I think, the team, the managers, the backroom staff, and the fans all as one. I feel like we were split one way a few weeks ago, and I feel like he's come in and it's become a much more harmonious group. And
I think Darlow's coming and he's just basically, like you say, made everybody more confident,
100%,
more relaxed. Feel it's just a safe pair of hands, ironically.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I have to agree. Right, guys, I think we're going to leave it at that before we go on some other sort of trail. But yeah, I think instead of making football notes, I might just need to start making some stand-up points and bullet points and jokes alongside us next one, Priestley, because that right up there is just one of the best laughs I've had in a while on stream. That were really good. So thank you for just being your authentic self and just being up for anything. I love it. And the two, I've literally got 2 comments currently now, 3. 2 of the 3 all say Winston's. Let's have a look. Bin Laden, Winston's, Leeds. What more could you need in a stream?
Exactly.
Exactly, my friend.
It's the trifecta.
Oh, I love that. Dirty Leeds. Winston should be sponsoring this show. The amount of advertising they have had tonight. Exactly, mate. It's a very hard sell at times, though. But yeah, sure he will. Says a thank you for watching. Oh, Dirty Leeds by name. Injections for DJ. Cheers, Matthew and Adam. Thank you for my Sunday name, Daniel. Yeah, much appreciated. Thanks for everyone's being in. Please smash a like. Please subscribe if you're new here and you're not overly sensitive on what's being said today. But yes, please, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe. Please check out the other links in there as well. Danny Rumsey, Passion for Leeds, Wilco Whites, and there were another one in there. I do apologise. Peacocks of Whites, LAFC, I think it was. Thanks, boys. I'll buy you a beer in the Peacock. You better do, Brookie. You better do, mate. But no, thank you so much. Cheers, Priestley, for being on here, as always.
Yeah, there is.
I'm going to go for Oxford, by the way. I'm going to go 2-0 Leeds. And then we're going to Monday for our promotion.
What's your prediction for Oxford? Sorry, your stream skipped out then.
2-0 Leeds.
At least it's not 4-0.
No, it's sensible 2-0. But yeah, thanks everyone who's been in. Great numbers again. Much appreciated. Have a good week. And yeah, I'll see you at some point through the week for more content, as usual. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much.
See you later.
Bye.